quote from the Upanishad says, "Knowledge without wisdom leads to sorrow." Indian education has nailed the knowledge part. It's there. The concept of wisdom is in the fulcrum of the future. And I believe in the 21st century, 2014, wisdom means skills and the application of knowledge. This is where the educational institutions around the world are failing. And this is why this organization exists. I read your mission statement, and it has 5 verbs. So in other words, you need to know that your organization, the Indian Career Education Development Council, has said these are the 5 verbs in our mission. I will begin by telling you the verbs that are not in your mission. To memorize, this is not one of your verbs. To recite, this is not one of your verbs. To study, this is not one of your verbs. To test, this is not one of your verbs. To inform is not one of your verbs. The 5 verbs in your organization's mission statement are to explore, to understand, to decide, to plan, and to execute. And these 5 verbs, explore, understand, decide, plan, and execute, in world, real-life scenarios to create a youth in India and the world that is self-directed and self-informed. Your main objective is, and I'll quote a piece of the paragraph, to collaborate with government, schools, and industry. You got to pull these 3 together. You got to get the government, you got to get the industry, and we are the bridge. Schools are the bridge. And what are you going to do with this collaboration? And I quote, you are going to harness. That's a great verb. Harness means like to grab it, use it, leverage it. You're going to harness technological and economic change and enable a country to compete effectively in the global market. That is the main objective of this organization, is to harness the technological and economic change to allow a country to effectively compete in the global market. And that is why you are here today. Today you are here partnering with the American School of Bombay because we, very much like you, believe in those 5 verbs and in your main objective. But let me tell you why we believe that. In the American School of Bombay's mission, we have optimism, we have courage, we have integrity, we have skills, we have inquiry, we have pursuing dreams, and we have enhancing the lives of others. Those are all phrases from our mission statement. But the tagline of the American School of Bombay is School for the Future. Not School of the Future, because that's some fictional something. We're the School for the Future. And coming up with this tagline, and I'm going to share this with you, was born out of fear. As a school, if schools look at themselves in the mirror, they should be afraid of becoming irrelevant and obsolete. Because the future is coming at us so fast and so different from the past that if we do not do something, we are going to become irrelevant. Many schools are patting themselves on the backs because of test scores or whatever. Take those kids and throw them 4 or 5 years in the future. How will they adapt is the question. I'll tell you right now, artificial intelligence can already beat us at memorizing, testing, informing, reciting, done. We cannot compete with them. We still have the edge on artificial intelligence on exploring, understanding, deciding, planning, and executing. The verbs from your mission. Your mission is making a future relevant. I want to end with the following question that we, as the American School of Bombay, asked ourselves 5 years ago when we built our strategic plan. The question is, now that we know what 2035 might look like, what are we going to do about it? Not 2016, not 2017, I'll leave you with the following question. How do we partner with government and education and industry to create a structure for our youth to grow up prepared for a future that does not exist and a future that they themselves will create?